Hello, Kehilat Tzion. We are in Erev Shabbat, Parashat Vayigash. In our Parashat, we read about the reuniting of the family of Yaakov. Yosef and his brothers reconnect. Yosef reveals himself to his brothers, and the family is reunited. Continuing on this note, the Haftarah that we read from Yechezkel, Perek Lamed Zayin, discusses again the reuniting of Israel and Yehuda, that as we know, on the first time of the first Beit Mikdash, the kingdom was separated into two. We had the kingdom of Yehuda, and we had the kingdom of Israel, two different entities, and Yechezkel has this prophecy saying that at the end, we're going to come together. He is told to write on one part of the tree, to write Yosef, and on another branch to write Yehuda, and then to connect them. New commentators explain that it's not just connecting them with a nail or something like that, but rather it's a composition. You put them together in such a way that botanically they become one tree. It's not just like glued together with glue, but they really become one entity. You realize that there's an importance to both parts of the tree, and together they become much stronger. And also in the Parashat, Yosef realizes how important it is to keep Am Yisrael united, or to reunite the family. And he doesn't punish his siblings. He doesn't come out against them. He keeps them as one whole family, even though they went through all these hardships in the past. But there's another point that the Haftarah emphasizes, and that I think also reflects on the parasha. And that is that there's unity, and everyone realizes the importance of the unity, and every part of this new entity that we're trying to create by reuniting the nation, each part understands that there's importance to everyone, but there's still a leadership. There's still a leader to this entity. There's a part that is the head of this organism. And in the parasha, it's Yosef, and the brothers, of course, accept the fact that Yosef is the leader of Egypt and in charge of the family in many different ways. And in the Haftarah, in the prophecy, says that David is going to be the leader of the nation. It'll be someone from Yehuda. It'll be someone from the lineage of David HaMelech leading the nation. There's unity, but even though there's unity, there's need for leadership. There's need for someone pointing out what is the correct way, how to cope, how to grow, how to continue to develop. You need true leadership at this moment. Sometimes unity is wonderful, but then there's no one calling any direction, because we realize that this one entity is really made of many different people, many different directions and ideologies and personalities, that we can't go anywhere. Any leadership is going to pull one way and not the other. And then you have unity, but you're stuck. And the parasha and the Haftarah are telling us you have to understand how important it is to be together, but it's also important to accept the fact that there's need for true leadership that is described in the Haftarah as Avdi David Melech Alehim. My servant David is going to be their king. He's going to be their shepherd. And they're going to follow my laws. The leadership leads this entity not into just living, but also for purpose and meaning. Bezrat Hashem, that we should know as a nation, we've learned how important it is to be united, that we should also learn together to find the correct leadership for ourselves as a nation, to show the correct path, and that we should have the zchut to fulfill this pasuk in its complete way, with the leadership of Beit David, and this idea of fulfilling mitzvot Hashem in the full way. Shabbat Shalom.